I'm Christine Elder. I'm U.S. Ambassador to Liberia. I am really happy to be back at the University of Kentucky. I was privileged to be a part of the honors program about 30 years ago. So the first 10 years of my career, I was civil service at the State Department, which means you stay stateside in Washington. And then at a later date, then I transitioned over to the Foreign Service, where you move a little bit more frequently. I think it's a tremendous privilege to be an ambassador of the United States anywhere, and it's a responsibility that I carry with great pride. I've spent so much time overseas that I haven't had the opportunity to come back here, but to see the growth of the university and the diversity of the university is great to see. So I'm here today meeting with the international team, the Patterson School of Diplomacy, and met with the Honors College. My first international experience really was a university partnership with University of Heidelberg, which is one of the oldest universities in Europe and in the world. The way the University of Kentucky did it is had a few students go over and really just kind of drop you into the university environment there, which ended up being a terrific way to go because you really learn the language quite quickly, and you're integrated more so than an insulated program where you might spend more time with each other. So you're going to get that full experience, and I think that both equipped me with the language skills and the direct contact also with other foreign students, and I think that really accelerated my interest in international affairs and got me to really think about what kind of careers might that lead to. In public affairs, these early experiences here at the university of being an exchange student, I then incorporated into public diplomacy in the State Department, which is about fashioning those kinds of professional exchanges and academic exchanges, furthering those between whatever country you're in and the United States in a way that enhances mutual understanding. Now, when I'm in other countries and we're dealing with foreigners, then I have some sympathy and understanding, particularly in that transitional phase where everything's new, to extend a helping hand or to help someone get through that phase can make all the difference in their own experience and what they can get out of it, and what hopefully then they can help others who are facing a similar experience themselves. About a year into my tour in Liberia, I was working on a lot of health issues, obviously after the Ebola epidemic, and I met a very, very impressive person who'd had a really key role in helping stop the epidemic, particularly in these sort of slum areas where it spread so quickly. And in talking to him, he said, I have a Kentucky connection. This was a Liberian. And I said, really, what is that? And it was a Liberian who was the development person of the year, had made a tremendous impact, and he had gotten a master's in biology here at the University of Kentucky. And I said, I think we could do something with that. And he said, I want to bring these opportunities to Liberians and to grow and strengthen our university system so that people have the opportunities here to learn the kind of things that he had learned at the University of Kentucky, but in Liberia. So we wrote a joint letter to the university and to see if there was interest, perhaps, in helping them to start a program in Liberia. And the University of Liberia has, for many, many years, they're celebrating their centennial anniversary this year, and they have had connections with U.S. universities across the whole of the United States and many faculties. And we were thrilled to have Tim Barnes, who's head of the international programs here, and Wayne Sanderson, to come out to Liberia to take a look and to see what they might be able to contribute from the University of Kentucky and whether it's a good fit, because university partnerships have to work both ways. There has to be something in it for the University of Kentucky, whether research or other elements of cooperation, and also the University of Liberia. They knew what they wanted out of the partnership to try to help set up this master's in public health. So finding the right fit, the right match for that, and the right vehicle to help facilitate it is what we're working on now. But it's exciting and it's great pride for me to reconnect with the university that I love and that I spent so much time on, and to see how the international program here has grown. I hope folks at the University of Kentucky, students will think about opportunities abroad, and because I think I found it very enriching and a great way to see if a career path is the right fit for you. So I hope we see more University of Kentucky students overseas in internships, and also in the Foreign Service and in the civil service.